All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can see me, but I'm about to try to do that at the same time. Hold on here. Let's do something here. Okay. And let's get back here. You see this? Ladies and gentlemen, I love what Abbott did, along with DeSantis. This is a long time ago, but I hear people say, well, Governor Abbott is in bed with the Arabs or the Muslims. Well, here it is. January 17th, 2020, the Texas governor, Greg Abbott, designated the Council on American Islamic Relations and the Muslim Brotherhood as foreign terrorist and transnational criminal organizations on Tuesday. The declaration prohibits both groups from purchasing or acquiring land in Texas and allows increased enforcement against both groups. The Muslim Brotherhood and CAIR have long made their goals clear: to forcibly impose Sharia law and establish Islam's mastership of the world. The actions taken by the Muslim Brotherhood to support terrorism across the globe and subvert our laws through violence, intimidation, and harassment are unacceptable. CAIR's self-described mission is to enhance understanding of Islam, protect civil rights, promote justice, and empower American Muslims. The organization criticized Abbott in a statement to saying, publicly, it's a publicity stunt masquerading as a proclamation, has no basis in fact or law. You know, here's the problem, people, and why these things are important. It's because, as you know, that here, right here in Carrollton area, we are being attacked by Muslims on a regular basis. All right? On a regular basis, we are being attacked by Muslims. All right? So we need to take care of this. And Abbott signed that proclamation, all right, against CARE and the Muslim Brotherhood to designate them as terrorist organizations, which is great because that protects Texans, that protects Texas, and that protects our way of life here in America. And we need to do more. What we need to start doing is eradicating, or I don't mean by eradicating as in killing, but eradicating the Muslim influence that we have in this area. We need to stop allowing Muslims, right, and Islamists to obtain political offices, local political offices, like in Richardson or Addison and so on. We can't allow Muslims on our Board of Education. We can't allow Muslims in our local law. We can't allow any kind of Muslims to have an office of any kind, and that affects public life and makes laws. We can't allow that to happen here in Texas, especially here in Texas. We need to get rid of the Muslim population in this area. We don't need to allow them here. We need to slowly eradicate their ability to stay here in this country, right here in Texas. We need to start getting them out of here. You say, well, that's against the freedom of their freedoms. No, if they can't assimilate into American way of life, that's with any illegal alien too. If you cannot assimilate into the American way of life and our way of thinking about things, then you don't need to be in this country, because we are not going to capitulate to you. We're not going to capitulate to the Islamist way of life. This is a Christian nation, not an Islamist nation. And those of you who can't feel the same way, you need to follow them out of this country. You don't need to be here. Why don't you take a foot and walk over into the countries of these Muslims, right, these Islamist nations, and see where you go from there. See if you can survive in their country, underneath their laws. You will be either imprisoned, incarcerated for sure, or you're killed. So, stop defending these idiots. Stop defending these freaking Islamist Muslims. We can't have that in this country. We need to get rid of people who cannot assimilate into American society properly. That's not just me. There's lots of others that just won't say it. And there's a lot that are trying to. But then we have idiots that are out there protesting. Look, I don't care. You want to protest, come down in front of my shop, protest all you want. All right? But if you get violent, I got a right to defend myself. And I do carry stuff. So I can defend myself. So please, don't do that. It's stupid. All right? Just go back to your Muslim nations. Stay out of our way of life. All right? Stop thinking you're going to push your way through our system. It's already been happening for far too long, and we need to stop it. Texans need to rise up. We need to rise up, and we need to do a counter-protest against these people and get them out of our country or out of our public offices for sure. All right? We need to start rising up, people. Texans and Americans, we need to rise up. Christians, get a hold of yourselves. Rise up against this Islamist interference into our lives. We are Americans first. All right? Free-loving Americans. All right? And if you don't like that, go back to your own country, wherever you came from. Or you can join them. Thank you.